Hey everyone, I'm NornQueenAlexis and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to continue our introduction series into the world of Warhammer 40k's Tabletop. In this series, we're going to be giving brief explanations of the lore, the tactics, and, well, what to buy for the army at about $100 to spend. And why I'm doing this series is because I want to help you guys make the right choice when it comes to collecting the army that suits you. So this entire series is based around telling you about each and every single one of the armies and some brief examples of them. So this way you make the right choice when picking the army that fits you. With that being said, today we are going to go with the Dark Angels, my favorite Space Marine chapter. My personal favorite because I absolutely love these boys. So, what makes the Dark Angels the Dark Angels? It's their secretive nature, their fact that they have destroyed their original home planet after half of them have fallen to chaos, and now they try to hide that fact and hunt down the fallen, their lost kin. The Dark Angels hail from Caliban, where their Primarch is from. Technically he's from Terra, but he was shot into Caliban. But anyway, the Primarch is their primogenitor. It is where they draw their gene seed from. The gene seed helps make a Space Marine a Space Marine. It's what turns a normal person into a Space Marine, which is essentially an 8-foot gorilla in power armor that is super intelligent, super fast, and pretty much Master Chief on steroids. With that being said, let's talk about some of the history of the Dark Angels. The Dark Angels are, as I said before, a secretive organization, a secret Space Marine chapter that holds their stuff in close regards. They typically don't work well with others, but if they are called upon, they definitely will. They are loyal to a T, but at the same time secretive. And this could be because their Primarch has that nature in himself, but that is that. The Dark Angels' main combat doctrine is based around close range and mid-range combat. Do I need any more examples of their lore? They fought the Beast, which is Orks. They're pretty much secretive. They're Space Marines. They fought the Inquisition. They destroyed their brothers. They did attack the Space Wolves, which caused the Wrath of Magnus. And aside from that, there's not really much to talk about for them as I throw all of that at you. The Dark Angels are a very gothic style, and that's what really draws me to them. They are very grim dark in their aesthetics, and that's what really captures the mood for me. While other Space Marines may be yellow banana Marines, the Dark Angels are quite literally dark green, black, or bone white, which is a perfect aesthetic for the atmosphere of Warhammer 40k, and it's what really makes me like them so much. I also do like their secretive nature. I think it's so cool that they have these secret objectives that they do themselves while simultaneously helping out and then ditching the Imperium. They will help out. They will save people, but they will accomplish their goals first. That's what I like. Getting into the Dark Angels type of warfare. Now, there are several different types for the Dark Angels. You can do long range. Long range works really well with them thanks to their abilities that let you reroll if you don't move. You can do mid-range with bikers and terminators, and you can do a close quarters army that isn't that effective. It is probably the weakest of the three choices. Preferably go with mid-range, as I see it as the best, in my opinion. Now, that is my opinion. When it comes to their army, they are quick moving if you're using Ravenwing, or they are slow but very sturdy if you're using Deathwing. If you're using normal Marines, whether that be Primaris or Tactical, they're actually really effective as well, which is good because the Dark Angels is a good all-around codex except for their close combat, which is mediocre. That being said, let's get into the armies and what to buy for about $100. So, right off the bat, you may be looking at these characters going, wowie, whoa, that guy has a land speeder. or a jet bike, which is really, really, really cool and a really effective unit, but you'd rather take him on a land speeder, trust me on that one. So, with the Dark Angels, I don't believe they actually have a start collecting, they do not. So you really have to make your choice on how you want to run them. Do you want to do Ravenwing? Do you like bikes? Personally, I do like bikes. I think they are a fun way to do it. And that is how I run my Dark Angels. I run a lot of bikes, a lot of land speeders, and I run very quick and very aggressive army. A very quick and aggressive army. But if you want a better combat army, Devastators are really good with them, especially plasma cannon Devastators. That also being said, you can't count out the Primaris Marines for them. Now, I know a lot of people are going to start pointing out the lore saying that the Dark Angels don't like the Primaris Marines, which is 100% true. They don't trust them just yet. And with good reason. The Dark Angels don't trust anybody. But I digress. With them, their intercessors are absolutely amazing. And truth be told, I would actually take them. Like, I would take them really, really, really quickly, as I think that they are very, very good. And I'm going to try to find the one thing that I am looking for, which is a good starter set for them, if you were to do this. Is there just a spot where we can click starter set? In fact, we're going to click off of Dark Angels really quickly. And I wonder if there's just, yes, there is. There's just a Space Marine collection. Now, I normally wouldn't do this for any other army, but the Dark Imperium is actually an excellent start for them. It is 100% catered towards the Dark Angels. Now, this is $160. Split this with somebody. And if you split this, this is $70 or $80. So you have $20 to work with, and this gives you 1 HQ, 2 lieutenants, an ancient, 2 different squads of intercessors, a squad of hellblasters, and the inceptors, and intercessors. Sorry, I'm going to get those names mixed up. And this is actually an excellent start to a Dark Angel army. It is honestly like how I run my Primaris Marines is through them. Now, that being said, let's just say you happen to buy that for the $80 and you have a little bit of money left over. You have $20 extra. What do you do with that? Well, once I can get back to Dark Angels, that would be great. You're really not going to go back to Dark Angels. Wow, you're a jerk, GW. Back to Dark Angels. One of the things that I would suggest, and this is going to be rather amusing, is we are on Dark Angels, right? Right? Yes, we are. Where are you? There is an easy to build land speeder that you can find, but I would actually suggest a land speeder. Now, this may seem silly, but the Dark Angels have a special land speeder, and this land speeder has 2 assault cannons, 2 heavy bolters, and a power sword, and it essentially has all the rules of a lieutenant, but in a land speeder. And it's an excellent choice for them. It gives you quick maneuverability as well as devastating firepower. So if you put this thing up on a building and just barrage your enemy with firepower, it's extremely good. Or you can move it up and use Speed of the Raven, since it is a Raven Wing unit, and use all of its weapons on a 2+, even after it's moved. It makes it an excellent choice, but you will have to get a second thing for it, which is, wow, where are you? There is a special thing for it that you have to buy. Oh my god, I'm not going to find it. That would be great if I found it. Like right away. Where are you? Where are you? Boop da boop. Okay, so I can't find it. So when you build this thing, make sure you leave room to make it a twin heavy bolter and a twin assault cannon. If you're new to the game, just don't put the weapons on just yet and tell your opponent what it is as you work on it to build it up. In fact, probably one of the people in the gaming store or hobby center that you are at can more than likely give you those parts. which you should always thank, and always look for bits for this land speeder to save yourself some money. Now, this would put the army at 115 and be a devastating starting force for your Dark Angels. And from there, I would actually start getting some biker units, or Devastators, or Hellblasters, or Primaris Marines. There's really no bad choice for them, except for like assault squads and Vanguard veterans, because they just don't fit the combat doctrine. Also, as much as it pains me to say this, don't buy Terminators. They are bad this edition. I hate saying that, because I absolutely love Terminators. I think they look amazing. They are one of my favorite units in 40k, but they're just not that good this edition. Terminator characters are pretty good, but Terminators themselves are really, really piss poor. I would suggest Primaris Marines to bump those squads up to 10, some Hellblasters to use the abilities of the Dark Angels, and go from there. Avoid these. Pretty much avoid Dark Angel veterans. You'll have a banner bearer if you do the thing that I said. And get one of these, the Ravenwing Dark Shroud, as one of your next purchases if you advance more into this army. With that all said, I hope you found this video informative. If you did, please comment in the comment section down below. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to know what your army list is. If you need army list help, if you need painting help, if you need a list of what to get and how to run the army more advanced tactics, please let me know in the comment section down below. I will be doing a follow-up video to this after I have finished going through all of the armies in Warhammer 40k. With that all said, I want to thank everybody for watching. I also want to tell you to check out all the links in the description down below. There you can follow me on all sorts of social media. You can also follow me on Patreon, and please support the channel on Patreon, because it goes a long way to helping out the channel. It keeps the lights on and my belly fed, and for $1 a month, it's really worth it. I try to do Patreon exclusive videos every now and then, but sometimes I forget. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Once again, I'm NornQueenAlexis. I love you guys. Bye.